Hey, this is Gangsta Aaron here.
This is Kenny the Pro.
And this is Media Probe, yay.
Yeah. Alright, we're here to talk to you guys about the new Halo 4 trailer.
And all the associated stuff.
And if anybody hasn't seen it yet, well, just watch in the background and find a good video of it. Anyways, we're here to talk about a lot of it, and or just what we can see. A bunch of stuff like the Master Chief's new look. What do you guys think about that?
Well, I think it makes him look less
like Halo
gritty.
3.
It just makes him look less solid and like... Because in Halo 3 and 2, it just looked like you can whack him and your fist will break. When this one, it looks like you whack him and like bits will fall off him. And that's just... I don't want Master Chief to look like that, really.
I like that. Yeah, it just looks like they did the Call of Duty effect and they just threw more stuff on him, you know?
Mm.
Like the old one looked agile and he could actually run. Now he looks like, you know, he just got a bunch of turds on him.
Indeed.
Kenny?
Yes, I agree. Ditto.
What about, did you guys see the part how they were working on movement, like a movie trailer type stuff?
Yeah, making them walk more realistic and crouching
Yeah.
and everything.
I guess that's good.
Maybe
That looks cool.
Well, that's sort of
So maybe
good.
take the
If it
Battlefield
works
3.
out, yeah.
Take the Battlefield 3 approach and make it like you're doing parkour when you do something.
Yeah.
I like the movement of Battlefield 3, so I think that works. Alright, what about all these comparisons to Halo 3, Kenny? What do you think of that one, where they show the new VR versus the old VR?
I don't know. I don't think they can compare to Halo 3. That game's forever years old compared to Reach, and it's on Reach's engine, so how are they comparing it to Halo 3?
Yeah, I don't understand why they did that at all. Like, you're showing us a brand new, still under development game, and you're comparing it to a game that's like, what, 5-6 years old?
5 years, I
Not bad.
think.
Media Pro?
Well,
5 years?
I don't know. I think they're just trying to give Halo a new image, and I don't know if that's good or not yet. So we'll have to see, like, later.
No, they're not giving it a new image. Like, my philosophy of what 343 is doing is they're playing it safe. That's why they brought back the VR. That's why they talk about bringing back the True Skill. That's why they're only using the Reach engine. They're not doing nothing fancy, no new engine. They're just doing it all safe.
Which is expectable from
And that's the reason why I think that's what they did with Reach when they took it over. They ain't done nothing really dramatic yet. And another reason what they did with the map pack, just remaking classic good maps. They haven't done nothing really risky.
That's why they don't want to lose the fan base that they have.
And another massive thing I keep forgetting myself is that beta. They didn't announce it for Halo Anniversary. They're going to do a Battlefield 3 beta. It's going to be open. Bungie started preparing in the beta when ODST dropped, which was it was like 6 months before. And if 343 wanted a closed beta, they would have done it with Anniversary. So I think this beta is going to be open, and that's where they're going to try to draw more people in, like Battlefield did, just to get everybody to have no excuse never to play Halo 4 and try it out. So I think they're going to use that as pretty much their demo. And like, it worked with Battlefield 3 because that's the only reason why I got it, was because of that amazing demo, just playing something new. Anyways, what about the multiplayer? What do you guys think about the armor abilities? I didn't see any image, but that's because this is, not the final project. But what do you guys want to see? You guys want to see those out?
Yeah, I hope they get rid of the armor abilities. I mean, if they keep a sprint function, kind of like how Call of Duty has it, then that'll work. But I don't want to have jetpacks and armor lock and crap in it.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if they kept it as a, like... You know, in, like, Halo Reach, you could have, like, those power-ups in, like, Forge. If they had that for, like, Halo 4, is like, you can do it in Forge for custom.
That's what MLG's got. Everybody gets sprint, and then you can pick up a jetpack or occasionally.
Yeah, but if they like
I don't want that at all.
If they keep the armor abilities, but only for Forge, then it can like basically allow the custom games from Halo Reach variants, like stuff like they can only really do with like armor lock or jetpack to go onto 4, which will be a good thing for the custom game people. But if they keep it out of the multiplayer and campaign, that'll be great.
See, what I liked about Halo 3, and a lot of people did, was just the sheer fact how Overshield and Invins were mini battles on the map.
Yeah,
and
I hope they
now
bring
nobody
that
needs
back.
them. I hope they bring that back, just because it added a different aspect to the game.
Yeah.
And, anyways, another, they sprinted in the video, so that's why armor abilities is a topic, but I didn't see any armor lock, no noobs running around, so it looks like it's just going to be sprint only. And then Master Chief, they said it wasn't a jetpack on his back, so that's another reason why I think they might just take jetpacks out, because they didn't say he had one. Yeah. They might not even be in the game. If what looks like a jetpack isn't a jetpack, then it's probably not in the game.
It's probably just like a campaign thing, if anything, or a cutscene only thing.
No, I think it'll be. I think it'll be part of his armor. No, what do you think?
I don't know. I think they just put it.
Because they redid his armor, but it just looks like a Call of Duty effect. It just looks like they just threw a bunch of new armor on. And I agree. I agree with me. It looks like if you sneeze at Master Chief, parts will fall off of him because he's got so much on.
Yeah.
What about the new Spartans? How they got a new Spartan? You play as a different breed of Spartan in the multiplayer.
I think they kind of stuck with that because of the Reach engine. They have to have the same basic Spartans.
Me, in sense of the story, well, it's good in sense of the story because it allows Spartans, but in the, I don't know, they look, it's kind of like, I hope they don't do it wrong like they did with the Reach Spartan 3s. It's just like they're redoing the Reach effect all over again, but we'll have to wait and see. They look alright though, and they make sense in terms of multiplayer and stuff.
See, that's what I liked about Reach was the individuality of the Spartans, and
yeah.
Like, they're probably gonna do it, and they were just using that for show. But having a new breed of Spartans, they look ugly, and they look like cyborgs, which is honestly what most of this game looked like, was cyborgs. And that's what scares me a lot. Also, it just looks like a cyborg game.
Which isn't really, because Halo's a guy in a suit, not a guy with like massive huge arms and stuff.
It's not a cyborg. Yeah, it's not a cyborg game. It's not Gears of War 3 looking guys. It's actual just a guy in a suit. That's what not ODST. That too. But Halo Reach, that was just, they were so skinny, so small. They just looked like they were in a suit. And then in this video, they all look like they're wearing like cyborg and they're all
stuff,
robots.
Like Crisis and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand why they're gonna go for the cyborg effect. I don't like that one bit. Another thing, no bloom, Kenny. Does that make you happy?
Yes, I'm glad that, well, when he was shooting the BR there was no bloom, and so I hope they don't put bloom in it, because that'll, I don't know, I liked it without bloom.
No, there was probably no way they could combine a BR plus bloom, so that's probably why it's going to be out, hopefully.
Yeah.
I'm hoping.
Well, if there's like, if you rapid fire, then like spread, not bloom. I think they're different, I'm not sure, but you know, the stuff that was in like Halo C and stuff, where like if you held down the pistol, it'll like go everywhere. Stuff like that was okay, I guess. I think bloom was a bit too much in terms, and it wasn't really made well made enough in Halo Reach, so it's a good thing. Yeah.
Well, like with the BR, that takes enough skill without bloom. Trying to get all 3 shots from the burst on the person, that when leading the bullets, that it gives you the skill. You don't have to add bloom to that, to where you can have the reticle over their head, but if you've shot recently, you're still gonna miss.
I agree a lot with that one. I agree the BR had a lot of skill involved, and then adding bloom in is just too much. And they didn't do bloom right, so I'm hoping they just get rid of it and scrap that idea. And we talked about the BR, but how they compared it to Halo 3 BR is a joke. I mean, it does look really ugly, though, you know? The new one.
The new sight looks funny. I don't really like it.
Yeah, no, I hope that's just... A lot of this is all on not even an alpha, you know, it's just still being made, so I'm hoping that's why most of this doesn't even look that good. I'm excited, like probably everybody else, is just because of the name, but from the sheer what you look at, nothing looked really good. It's just under development, though, you know?
Yeah.
Indeed.
Okay, we're gonna talk now. What about the shot at Bungie or shot at Call of Duty or everybody? A shot at people with where they said we're making all these maps from scratch for the multiplayer. What's up with that? Because in the making of Halo Reach, Bungie was like, oh well, all the multiplayer maps, they're gonna also be in the campaign. They're all gonna be combined. What was up with that? Did they want bonus points? I still don't understand what that was about.
I don't like that. I think
that'd be better.
I think they're just blatantly copying Call of Duty there, because for even COD 4, they had like bits from the campaign in the multiplayer maps. And
yeah, I want to
Halo's unique in terms that like you get like maps which are like places you never heard of, and it's like a bit interesting. But in Reach, it was just like been here, done that, and stuff.
Yeah, I want everything to be different. That's why I hate Forge World, because everything looked exactly the same. It all sucked exactly the same. I don't want it to all look the same. I hope they don't. I don't care if Forge. I'm not a forger, but I know that a lot of people are forgers. So, I mean, that's a different Comm altogether, Forge and Theater, hopefully they fix it.
Yeah, I just hope they make good maps. If they do good maps that aren't in the campaign so you don't get bored about them, then they'll be good.
That's what I said.
Trying to turn a multiplayer or a campaign level into a multiplayer map that flows good with objectives isn't happening. Yeah.
Was a joke, I know. See, that's a different Comm was what... They're playing it safe, and like I said, the safest thing to do is to make a game with good maps. Battlefield 3, oh my god, the maps are amazing. I mean, well, I don't know. I mean, you can't compare the two Call of Duties. to me, Black Ops maps feels bigger, so I hate Modern Warfare small. I feel like all the maps are too small. There's no control at all. It's just roaming spawn points. Halo 3 maps were all base design. You know, one team's got a base, the other team's got a base. They were pretty much equal. And Reach kind of went away from that, where both sides were equal. So the whole controlling maps and the bases were all thrown out the window. And I hope they bring back some structure, because that's what Bungie did great with the maps, was having structured maps instead of just random flowingness. You know, whatever small map, who cares? Sword Base had no two equal sides, pretty much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The biggest maps were Guardian and Pit. Pit was, I mean, just a sheer carbon copy of each side. And Guardian, I mean, while it wasn't exactly the same on each side, it was pretty much equal. You cut that in half diagonally, it's got the same layout per se. Two main lifts, 2 areas, and then 2 sub-sides, and the way to get from each place. It's pretty much the same. I honestly think if you cut that diagonal, it's almost exactly the same on each side, just, you know, slightly different.
And they should do that, because symmetrical maps are for Halo, because of the way it plays, basically.
The teamwork, you know? And the way you can, like, Narrows was one of the biggest maps. I didn't care for it, but all you had to do was sit in the middle of Narrows, and it was game over. You never switched to spawn points. Like, you could spawn kill them, right, Kenny? You were a tryhard.
That's what everybody did. You sat in the middle, the snipers were on the edges in the middle, and you could get them off spawn.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. That's exactly what the Narrows was about. Hit was about, you know, controlling the spawn points. You didn't want to miss them too much. You want to take control of Sword. You want to take control of your sniper tower. And if you had it for tryhard, you could just take both sniper towers, and they were screwed.
Yeah, and on objective-based game, it's just control, because there's only 3 ways to get in on the Pit. There's the rocket, the invis, and then the sword-based side. You control the 3 entrances, and you're good.
Exactly. Anything else there, Kenny Pro?
No, I think we're about done.
I think we're about done there, Mike. Boy, Media Pro? Any ending thoughts?
They just need to add, like, settings for audio and just, you know, polish off stuff like...
Yeah, I hope they do that.
Stuff like, just little
Halo's
things like that.
the only game that doesn't have where you can control game volume and chat volume through the game. You gotta do it with the Xbox settings. I hope they have better audio navigation settings.
I like that idea a lot. See, that's why we get somebody else like Media Pro in the party, because he'll think of something like that. When you press start, there's very little options for audio and videos on like Battlefield or COD. Even COD's got better stuff, right? You can edit some stuff. I like that idea a lot, Media Pro. Thinking outside the box with stuff that's actually very important. Because we ran into that issue before, because Kenny can't turn the volume down for Halo, and it runs into a problem. Yeah, it makes it very difficult.
So just like hear someone over what you're actually saying.
Anyways, Kenny?
We're done then?
Oi there, mate. This has been Gangsta 7 there, loves.
This is Kenny the Pro.
And this is Le Probe, I think.